Well, look at me being an idiot. For some reason I accidentally turned the camera off instead of hitting pause. I'm a moron, so this is going to be a part 2. Sorry, wasn't intentional. Let's go into the transformation. And this I don't like transforming this one. Let's just take the weapons off, and for argument's sake I'm going to combine them in the standard configuration, because although it's neat to be able to do that, finally, it doesn't look as cool because you've only really got the one barrel now. I know they're still there, they just don't look as good. So I'm still going to do it this way, because at least then you can see all the barrels and it looks a bit more like, 3 barrels out of the way. On to my issues with the transformation. These wings, basically. These are the issue. There's no good place to put them during the transformation. They don't get out of the way. There's no good place to put them. So we're going to start off with by dislodging the head. The nose section. Just sort of tabs in at the sides there. We do that and just fold it out of the way for now, just to give us clearance for stuff. We're going to untab the wings from the arms, and that's the clearance it gives us to do everything we need to do. That's the clearance. Right, that's it tabbed in. That's it untabbed. That's it. That's all we get. So it's just because we got to get the arms, and it's just fiddly. Because I don't want to just do that, because I'll end up snapping the plastic on this. It's not nice. I don't like doing it. So we got to get these tabs, which are attached to the arms, out of there, and you can tell. Hang on, let's see if I can get this loose. These actually go in quite well as well. This is the issue we've got. There you go. But can you see the white around there? Starting to stress a bit. Because you can't just pull it out because there's not enough clearance. You've got to wriggle it. It's just, I don't like doing that. Let's bring this up slightly. Good. And then, a la Misfire, we just bring it up, flip out the hand, and bring this down on the hinge and just shove that flat up into the shoulder. Unlike Misfire, they still got the holes for it. Those holes are where Misfire's wings turned. This, because they're just attached to the body, don't go on that. Whatever. So untab, get the arm out, bring it out, flip out the hand, rotate it all the way around, shove the shoulder in. Okay. Now we've got to get the legs out, which again feel like they're catching on the wings. They shouldn't, because it should be a big enough gap, but they just feel like the wings are in the way. Bring them all the way down, and you want them straight down from this piece. There you go. And then this piece that I've just had them straight down on, rotate into the body. There you go. And bring the feet through. I might be rushing this transformation, but frankly, if you've seen Misfire, you know how it works anyway. Split the legs. And then we bring these two cockpits down onto the back. It's a big twin double hinge assembly, a quad hinge if you prefer. And get that just down on the back. It doesn't tab in or anything, it just sits there. And now, finally, we can rotate the wings slightly out of the way. Finally. And there's the body. And I'll form the head. Before we do that, very quickly, if you can see in here, down the sides, can you see that? I've had to do basically the hard head trick and tighten up the neck joint because it was very, very loose and the head wobbled everywhere. However, I didn't have any straws, so what I did was I just used some plastic off the packaging, snipped it into basically like a strip, folded it over a few times, wedged it in, and then cut it flat. So you can find ways of doing it. I'm just saying I had to do it. So let's put the head on. There we go. There's his head. Now, I don't think those are supposed to be there. I think it's supposed to be just nice and round. And he seems very, very weird, doesn't he? I think it's accurate. I seem to remember this being G1 accurate with the really thin eyes. He just kind of looks... He's always kind of looked a little bit like a combination of Sludge from the Dinobots and Scourge. Just that kind of, me sludge, no understand. He doesn't look smart. Smart clever, not smart casually well dressed or whatever. And I'm just looking through the camera now. He looks very blue. He's not blue. He's kind of a turquoise. You should be able to find pictures. He is kind of a bluish turquoise. Unless the camera lights really... unless the lights are just really messing with me. I don't know. And we'll give him his gun for argument's sake. Why not? Ta-da! He looks alright. I think these could have done with a lick of paint. I think Belucius has sent me pictures of his where he's added paint to them. But I don't know if you'd go silver or if you'd try and get a matching cream or what you'd do. Because I wouldn't want to make a mess of them, but, you know, I do feel those bits need a bit of paint. But other than that, he's quite nice, I suppose. The random sticker add-ons, which are everywhere. When I unboxed it, I thought these were like Reaper labels. I'm like, what are they doing there? They just look really weird. They just seem really out of place. But apparently that's just how he comes. I guess. I don't know. They just look really weird. You know, because they're over the angle and everything. They just don't look natural. Whatever. Fine. Okay. Same articulation. He's even got a waist. Believe it or not. Yep, he has got a waist. Ball joint, swivel, hinge, a little bit in the ankles. Hinge, ball joint, not really much of the ball joints, mainly for swivel. Swivel, hinge, a little bit in and out, but not really. Ball joint, but quite encumbered. There you go, that's all his articulation. Whoop-de-doo. Before I start saying anything, let's get his brothers in. I say brothers. There's Trigger Happy and Misfire. Now, they've all got the same legs, same fists, I think, same elbow jointy piece there, and there may be a few other little intricate bits that are the same, but they're the primary ones. These two, a lot more. Different chest piece, slightly different moulded shoulders and forearms and crotch, basically slightly different moulded, but the exact same figure. Like I say, Misfire's wings rotate on the hinge attached to this bit, but he's still got the hole for them. They haven't even patched that up. He's still got the hole for these hinges. And Misfire, apart from the guns where I've just stored them, it's fine, ignore those. His arms will go wherever you want them, they'll go all over the place. And so will his, but this I don't know. I know the G1 had them and all the rest of it, I understand, but if they're at least on a ball joint or something, just because they're on this really lazy forward-back hinge and they get in the way of the transformation, they've just really become the bane of my existence. And I wish they weren't. I genuinely don't. But they really annoy me. So, I don't know. I don't want to talk badly about him. I really don't. But he's probably the worst of the three. By far. He's the one that I had to work the hardest to get. But he's still the worst of the three. And it's annoying because I really want to like him. I really do. It's just these little things like the wings. If the wings don't bother you, please don't let them bother you. But if they don't, fantastic. But they just annoy me. I can't help it. They just really get to me. Misfire is... Misfire is that guy in the 80s films that turns up at the roller disco dressed in pink, wearing the sunglasses, and still picks up ladies. Because he's got 80s charm, cool factor. He is cool, okay? He's the guy dressed all in pink, but is still hardcore. You know, like the 80s glam rock. And I love him. I do. I swear to you, I still love the guy. I wasn't 100% sure about him when I first got him because I had Slug Slinger in my head, not Sludge, Slug Slinger. Sorry. Trigger Happy. What's to say about Trigger Happy, really? I'll talk in a minute about Trigger Happy. And Sludge, he just seems like the idiot tag-along friend. I know I tried reading his TF wiki and they're like, oh, he's a genius, he's really good, like, you know, he's a really vicious warrior and all this. No, he's not. It's Slug Slinger. He's the guy in the background. What are you on about? So, even when I unboxed him, I think I got a comment from the legendary V-Gamer who I think said something like, oh, great figure, blah, blah, blah. I never picked up any of these three. And I was like, you didn't get any of them. Nah, that's not acceptable. No. I'm a bit skint, but I'll try and find one cheap, and I'll send it to you. Which one would I send to you? If I had to pick any one of these three to stand alone and just show how good this line is, who am I gonna? It was Trigger Happy. It had to be Trigger Happy. And because he's the easiest to find of the three as well, surprisingly. He wasn't that expensive or anything. It's fine. But he was the first one. He's easily the best. They completely just... They set the bar too high for these two as soon as they were coming out. Because as soon as he came out, people were, oh, he's just stolen their legs. No, they stole his. And that's where the issue comes in. He set the bar so high. And he misses it, but he clips it. He tries his best and he clips it. This one just walked away and, oh no, I pulled my hamstring. I can't really do that. Sorry. Lazy. He feels lazy. It's really annoying. I'm going to turn this camera off and I'm going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, Trigger Happy. I'm sorry. I'm going to carry him around like a baby for the next couple of hours. I don't want to dislike him. I genuinely don't. It's just, he's just not as good as these two. And of these two, he's the best. I don't know, man. So apologies for this being split into two parts. Fingers crossed people actually watched the second part, because I didn't even transform him yet, so fingers crossed. And I will prepare for vid 300, which I might record tonight. I might record first thing in the morning. We'll see how I feel. Probably in the morning, because I've got to upload two separate parts now. Oh well. At least I've got the trio. You know, it's like having Skullcruncher, Mindwipe, and Weird Wolf. I was going to say Wolf Fang. Weird Wolf. It's like having those three. It's a trio. It's an iconic group. Happy. Just kind of wish they had the Target Master. No, I don't want the Target Masters because they'd be lame and they'd be gimmicky. And no, I don't. I'm happy with them as they are. I'm fine. So I should be ugly. I should be wretched. I shall see all of you in part 3 because I'm going to mistake. No. Bye.